Hello YouTube. Today I would like to talk about the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Man, I'm in love with this. Without a doubt, I am. I am a big fan of Nintendo. I grew up with Nintendo, um, but I loved everything from the Nintendo Entertainment System, from the Game Boy. Game Boy Pocket was actually one of my first consoles from Nintendo, and Nintendo 64. I love that to death. GameCube, Wii. Didn't have the Wii U, nor did I kind of passed that up. But I have the Switch, and I love this hell out of the Switch. Um, what can I really say about this? This is very, this is the most innovative thing I've ever seen from Nintendo in my life, and I love the hell out of it. This is, in a lot of ways, it reminds me a lot of RC car from the past. I don't know if too many people remember those. They're even a thing anymore nowadays, but they were it was very easy to get them from Radio Shack back in the day when we had Radio Shack stores. But yeah, I got this thing on Friday because it was hard to get these back in October. October last year, it was so hard to get them, and I hate that I missed out on a pre-order for them. But I had it was a lot going on. My son was just born around that time, so I really had to put the other responsibilities first before I went ahead and bought one of these. But yeah, I love it a lot. You will. One thing I will say about this is that you will learn about how dusty your house really can be with one of these, with just the camera alone. I try and keep my house clean a lot, so I try and clean the house at least once or twice, twice a week. But this definitely encouraged me to want to dust a lot more underneath, like cabinets and stuff, because it's all a lot of crazy stuff, some crazy stuff. Not no dust bunnies, but it just kind of makes me a little OCD in a way. It's just it wouldn't hurt me. But yeah, I really love it a lot. I love the custom tracks I created. My house isn't too big, and neither nor is my basement. But I really liked what I could do with the little, with a little opportunity. I love what I could do with the tracks, and I love the fact that people, all over the internet. I was looking up custom tracks and stuff. Like it encouraged me to kind of want to take it a little further with doing this in the future. I saw a lot of people on YouTube. You go on YouTube, you see a lot of crazy videos, innovative videos, and I really love it. I love the creativity behind all of it. You know, I'm really encouraged to get the Luigi version. But the thing is, I better be getting my hands on the Switch if I use it, because it's probably going to be around with my figures and whatnot, the collection of my figures, and I don't want to. I rather not see that happen. That's too good to just like let it sit out. So yeah, I really love it a lot. One thing I will say probably about the cons of it is that this thing gets dirty fast. So you better be dusting it. So like I mentioned dust earlier. So like if you're running this thing towards some dust underneath a couch or something, which is what I did. I'll come out and say a lot of my the way I set up a lot of my courses, it was a lot. It had a lot to do with underneath the couch, and that's where it comes into play with the dusting. Where I said where you're gonna be coming. When you run this thing under the couch or whatnot, sofa, you're gonna be he's gonna come out with some dust, and so I had to clean this thing a lot. Nothing major. Just wipe it off. You got disinfectant wipes, go ahead and do that. Make sure you just dust it. But it's very fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. Nevertheless, that's not much of a deal breaker for me. That turns me off from this. Um, I'm pretty sure there's going to probably be a lot of firmware upgrades to this. I will say that in the future. I can definitely tell in the future there's going to be a lot of firmware upgrades. So, you know, I know that's probably going to be, something I got to stay on top of. Anybody who owns this is probably going to have to stay on top of that. But let's see what else is in the box. I mentioned courses and whatnot, but if I'm going to review, I'd rather do it thoroughly. So, first thing you're going to see when you open the box up, you can see it really well. It's going to tell you to download the game, which is the little, I don't want to call it that, but it's a game. That's what you're going to do to control it. This is going to tell you to charge it right away. You can charge it on the, right there on the dock. Sorry about this. I'm adjusting to my camera. So, obviously, you saw Mario already, so no need to show you him again. So it's going to come in. It's going to come in a little box like this, and you're going to get these little cardboard cutouts of each track. So like here are the little speed bumps and stuff. You could, it's optional to add these on the course, but it's not really mandatory. I like to add it because I like it. You know, well, why would I have a course without a speed bump or two? So each of the cardboard cutouts, so you're going to get, I call these the mandatory cutouts, is going to be labeled with a number. This is very mandatory when you are using the track. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these are very important when you are calibrating a course. Whenever you create a course, you are going to need these. So please, whatever I say, I put them back in the sleeve and put it back in the box right away because I do not want to lose these. I can already tell it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to, get your hands on one of these again. So I encourage you, if you want to get these, please take good care of them. I'm just going to make an example out of one of these. Each of them have their own color, but I don't want to go through every last one of them. I don't think that's really too necessary. So they're all going to have their own colors. Obviously, one is the start and finish line, so it's going to be black. The other ones are blue, green, and yellow. So very thing. So let me very easy to come by. So, and it just extends out like that when you put it on the floor. Let me do the other one. Yep, so imagine it looking like that. So, I also want to mention too, one is the most important one out of all of these. I mean, all of them are important, but you're going to always have to start at one. And then one thing I always found myself doing whenever I always started underneath, like the sofa island. Yeah, I don't want to call it armoire. I'm just going to call it an island. If, I'm wrong, then correct me on it. But I always started under the sofa island, so it was very dark in there, or under a table. And I'm just going to tell you now, it's going to be hard as hell, like finding the finish line. Not finish line, but finding this and calibrating it properly. So I will encourage you now, try and start in an area where it's a little light. If you want to start it in the dark, in an area that's dark, then go for it. But yeah, that's another thing that's kind of a pain in the butt. But like I said, it's not a deal breaker. I don't really see any deal breakers with this. I think there's going to be way more. I'm honest to God, I think Nintendo's going to produce way more of these, and I hope they do because I'm buying them. I don't care. I love these. The only thing I wish I could do, I tried playing with this. I tried showing my son this, and he was kind of fascinated for a little bit. But 3-month-year-old's attention span, it's not going to be, solely on this. He's going to either watch TV or look up at the ceiling fan at the moment. But as he gets older, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to enjoy these games with him. He's a big fan of Mickey Mouse and whatnot. So he watches me play games like Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion. He'll just sit there and just be admire the screen. But yeah, I really love this thing a lot, and I think if you're a big fan of Nintendo, Mario Kart, or you're into the newest technology, you really need to pick this up. It was worth the $100 for me. Honestly, I loved I didn't mind paying $100 for it. Like I said, I really wish I could get my hands on Luigi, and I'm still debating hardly. If he doesn't, I guess he's hard to come by. He's probably the most rarest one. But maybe if I get a chance and have some extra money saved up and whatnot, and I'm not buying formula or, paying the bills and whatnot, definitely I'll probably Probably get my hands on one of these, but get my hands on Luigi. But yeah, I love the hell out of this thing, and I just been playing it all weekend. It was actually the only thing I actually played besides my PlayStation 5 this weekend with the little time I had. But yeah, I really love this. Nintendo did such a wonderful job on this, and it was worth the wait. Honestly, I really do feel like it was, and I'm glad I waited. Yeah, this is awesome.